Hi all, this is Natarajan from India. This is the second tutorial in category of JQuery. In this tutorial, we are talk about Dollor. Previous tutorial, we saw about the basic functionalities of JQuery, why it is needed, what is the purpose of that, and what about the basic functionalities of JQuery. In this tutorial, we fully focus only on the basics of Dollor. I hope you may seen about this character. In every jQuery function, we are using the dollar as a symbol of in begin. In every function at the starting point, we are using the dollar. What is that? Why we have to use that? That's what we are going to see in this tutorial. What is dollar? Why it is needed? How to use? Yeah, the first question, what is Dollor? Dollor is a jQuery method. You know about the methods. In every applications we have every language have methods and parameters, variables like the way the jQuery also have the method. The Dollor is one of the method. The Dollor is a alias name of jQuery. I hope every tutorials tell me about the Dollor. This is the first definition of this. The Dollor is a alias name of jQuery. Then what is that? I hope I can able to give the clear example based on this sample. This is some sample application. Through that console, I will give some clear explanation about Dollor. Yes, this is a Dollor. If you are click the enter here, you can able to see the definition of the Dollor. The Dollor is a function. They have a definition. If you are click here, it goes here. In jQuery reference file, have the one function. That function is called Dollor. Okay. What happen if you are calling this function? So if you are considered Dollor is a function, all the function call should be like this: function name and the parenthesis. For example, I am passing one parameter. You can able to see here this function call invoked here, because this is a function definition. Like the way every functions, this what the Dollor is represent. So one thing you have to remember here, Dollor is a jQuery function. Okay, once again I will give the sample more. Dollor, it returned this. So the second thing I explained that in this PPT I have mentioned Dollor is the alias name of jQuery. So what is jQuery? jQuery is also one of the function. Here you can see that both are same. Now the Dollor is a alias name of jQuery. Then theoretically we know they are creating alias name. How they are creating the alias name? I will give the example. For example, you are going to create one method. Consider you are creating one method that going to display the alert. Okay, see, it going to display the alert. Here we can able to create one variable with alias. This what? So display is my function. I am creating one variable. I am assigning this function to that variable. This is called the alias creation. So let me check this how it's working here. Now you can able to see here A. The A is a function definition. If I call that A as a method, you can able to get the alert. Also you can able to call the direct method name also. If you are created the alias, you can able to access the direct method name, also the a. So like the way the JQuery is, here the JQuery is one of the method, they have created alias name called dollar. How they have created? Here this what they have created. For example, consider this is my JQuery function, I am calling this function here. Here dollar, if I call dollar, it will show the alert. So I hope you understand that. Okay, next thing, why it is needed. Using this dollar only, we can able to get the DOM object. What is DOM object? Previous tutorial itself we have described about the DOM objects and all those things. If you needed, you can check those tutorials, then you will get some better idea. For example, here we have one button. I am going to make get an object for that button. So I am calling that dollar method with the parameter of, you can pass this parameter as a selector. The selector already explained in previous video. If you needed, you can go and check that. Right now I am passing the element selector. This is the element selector. I am passing the parameter. Now you got the object. This is now you got the, I mean that dollar function method return the DOM object for this particular element. So now you can able to access that. Once again, I have to remove this debugger here. So dollar is a function, you can pass the selector as a parameter for that function. So if you are invoke this method, it will return the DOM object. Also the dollar function have some predefined methods. This is also one of the method, even though it is this dollar object have another predefined method, that is parse HTML, parse JSON. Like the way it have some predefined methods also. So you can access this extends method with the help of dollar. If you are using like this, it will call that initialization method. If you are using the dot operator, it will invoke the extension method. So now we are clear why it is needed, because the dollar only will return the DOM object. Through the DOM object only we can able to access the JavaScript functions. Okay, how to use? Now we are seen some example. You can use the dollar and as a function call, like the way dollar and parameters. The parameter define the selector. I have debugged the JQuery source file. Through the source file, I taken one snapshot. I hope it will help you. Here e.jQuery equal to e.dollar equal to b. So in our example we saw that, right, how we are going to create the alias name. Like the way the b is a function, they are assigned to dollar also to JQuery. So this what they are creating the dollar alias for the particular method. Okay, using this dollar, there will be some complexity to do that. For example, if we are developing a big application, in the time you may be included the JavaScript source file, also you maybe include multiple source file, maybe the third party other plugins also. In that time, the other plugin may have the definition of dollar. For example, the dollar maybe they have used as variable or other function. For example, first line you have included JavaScript source file. Here I am overriding that dollar to some text. Okay. Now you can able to see here, if you are check that dollar, it is a text, not the function. So it has overridden. So how we have to prevent that? Mostly in you, if you are going with larger application, you can create your own allies for the dollar. So for example, I am creating my own allies for this here. So wherever needed, hereafter in my application I am going to use this allies name, not the dollar. Now the $.js allies of dollar function. So the dollar wherever we are needed that dollar function, we can replace with our allies name. This is a custom allies. So the third party plugin problem also will be solved. Now you can able to see that, right? Okay. Even though if I am overriding here, it will work. Here I am overriding the dollar to test. I mean the consider as a variable, it's working. For example, here if you are using that dollar, then you will get an error here. Dollar is not a function because we are overridden that. Okay. I hope you understand. Okay. Overall summary: what is dollar, why it is needed, how to use, how to create a dollar allies, overall clear representation of the dollar. I hope this will give the clear explanation. Thank you. This is Natarajan.